ladies and gents, welcome to a new review. Behind us is the new Dacia Jogger facelift. Again, an extreme package. We've covered this one, just a different color. Now we're covering the hybrid version, so without further ado, let's just check the difference and jump into the review. Welcome back to the channel. Now here's the Dacia Extreme package. Again, same trim, but we have a different power setup and we have a beautiful dark green color. It's different interior, we'll check that out. Now, inside is the 1.6 liter petrol. It's a 4-cylinder linked to electric motor. So this is the new hybrid setup. And when you are braking with your brakes, or when the electric motor is recuperating, when you are lifting off the accelerator or the gas pedal, the car is slowing down, that's the way you charge the small battery. Or it can use the petrol if none of those conditions are met. So there's 3 ways to charge the battery. Now, if you want to see the technical details for the battery, what's the capacity, dimensions of the car, cargo space, check the video description. Links will be in there. And moving on. Now, I'm not going to be super detailed in this video because I already covered the Jogger, but I'm going to cover the differences. So let's go. Now, if you're here for the first time, you can see the key fob, Dacia, new badge, lock, unlock the cargo, and you can turn on the LED headlights. Only these are cold LED, these are warm fog lights, and the long beam. So that's that. Now I really like these power domes. That's like the keyword that Mercedes is using. So this is not the keyword for Dacia, but I like the creases. It just gives it character. I really like this spec. The extreme package, the color combo with the copper details is looking superb. Now let's come a bit closer. So you know the new headlights pronounced with this white details instead of silver. You have the new badge also in white. And if we turn on the headlights, just a close-up here, you can see the daytime running lights. They're not flashing in person, they're just flashing on the camera. Now you can see the metallic color close-up, so that's really beautiful. And you can see here unpainted black extending around the car as a protection, dark gray finish on the front lip and on the back diffuser. So fog lights, warm lights, bulbs, turn light, bulbs, LED. Okay, you can see the horn here, air intake on the top, at the bottom. Now this car has the radar here, so you can see that. Now let me back up. Now this is 2024, it's already summer, and the 2025 model year will have a camera on the top inspired by Tesla, so they will remove the radar, save some money there, so your camera will decide if you're too close and if it needs to brake. So this system works pretty good on different cars, so that should be fine. Now, let's check the alloys. These are an option if you want the fully black. Get the black cap there with the copper detail in the extreme package. These are 16-inch, so you get a lot of tire, better comfort. 205/60 R16. On the front, you have real disc brakes. On the rear, they're drum brakes, so don't complain too much in the comments. That's actually saving you money. They last longer, the drum brakes, rather than the disc brakes, and they're cheaper even when you need to replace them. Nice tires, Continental Eco Contact 6, came from the factory. Now you can see the parking sensors are unpainted. That's also good, so if you need to replace them, I mean, if you scratch the bumper, doesn't need to paint that. That's a small detail, never mind. Turn signals are same, kind of not white but silver-ish, kind of matching the front, like a little bit more pronounced. You can see the copper details and the stickers, part of the extreme, also copper side mirrors. I washed the car, not sure what's the stain, so that's that. Now, when you approach the car, it unlocks and locks when you leave, so you might see some unlocking and locking. Speakers in the corner towards the A-pillars. Dash is more or less the same. Light sensor, rain sensor, double laminated front windshield, standard now. Now over here you have the blind spot there. Checking the roof racks, plastic, and then it gets to metal. You have a little tool inside to unscrew these. So we have these on front and back. So these can be placed like that. So two of them. Now, beautiful jogger here. The color match is amazing. So black, shark fin is black as well. Now let me just show you the side profile of the car. It's a really long wheelbase, tinted windows on the back, and just a small detail, if your 12 battery depletes, you can pop here. This plastic, there's a physical cylinder if you need to access the door, just an FYI. Now the back window is openable from the inside. That's the drum brake, and not the dump, excuse me, drum brake. Little lapses there. Rear. So you can see the turn signals, and if I turn on the lights. So on the back it's all bulbs. There are no LED. Cat eyes at the bottom. I showed you two-tone parking sensors on the rear, and here's the Prestige Hybrid badge. So they decided to use the sticker. It's kind of rough under your finger. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is kind of raising the price a lot for the Jogger, so I'm not sure how much you will see the hybrid on the road. Maybe more in Romania, where the car will be more affordable because that's where it's produced. Beautiful Dacia in copper, so not in white. I like that detail, and that's the backing camera. Not the greatest resolution, but you know, it is what it is. It's better to have one, serves its purpose. Exhaust is on the left. Now, let's open up here. Now, I won't be too detailed on this one. Again, check the other video if you want to see the 7-seat version and how to operate the seats. You have this cloth, rolls in, so 2 seats on the back. Pull this one, then you can take off the seats, and then pull this one down to raise the seat. Left side, warm light, both sides grocery hooks. You have a 12 outlet here. This one, put it like that, and then you can see optionally how to open that. Now there will be a lot of wind, so if you're going on the highway, you should probably close these. That's that. You have the seatbelt buckle here. Now this is the cargo space on the back. Of course, you can take these out if you have a big garage, and then you would have the whole space. There are some storage area there and cups. So that is that. And plastic door step, 5 fingers of height to the loading area. On the top, close manually. You can see the rubberized button next to the camera for opening. So just a different angle here. You have the car, it looks amazing at this light and sunset. This one's locked. You have to unlock it from the driver position, so we'll skip that. Now, you know, there was not a lot of material used to dampen these doors, so the soundproof isn't great inside. So if you're looking for a 7-seater, that's something that might turn you off from buying this car. And it did my cousin. He was like looking at one, and then that was a deal breaker for him. You can hear lock if you have kids, so they cannot unlock from the inside. And this is all hard plastic, but you have big pockets, speaker there. Power windows, but they're not fully automatic, unfortunately. Now, checking the seats. This is a different interior because it has cloth seats with copper details, but it has this. Now, look at this material and tell me what do you think. What is this? I'll answer later in the video. So we have the ISOFIX here. You have the extreme all-weather floor mats. This can go up and down. You pull this tab, you can knock down this. There's also another rubber floor mat there, so you can see how that looks. Now, you can put the seat buckle here so it's not in the way. Yeah. Okay, pull and back. Now, I've backed up a little bit more. So in this case, if you're a tall dad, your kids won't be able to use the table. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Jumping inside. So if you're a tall dad, for another tall person, it will be an issue here putting your knees, especially because of this plastic tables. To be fair, I've did backed up more than necessary. Just wanted to be comfortable. So I think you can fit, but you'll be touching these, so it won't be comfortable. There is a lot of feet room. There is a 12-volt outlet here, but the rear passengers were not treated with AC vents. Now, they might be underneath the seat, but I really haven't checked, to be honest. Kind of doubt that they are underneath there. Still a budget brand. Now, I left this open on purposely so you can see all the huge space here that you can use. Now, there's no lights on the back, but you have this cool magnetic buckle holder. And there is headroom, so if you have two on the back, they have headroom. Now, this should be on, but when the car is on, so you have only light here and on the front, nothing on the back. All three sides on the first row and front passenger have, slowly closing handles. That's a nice detail. You have the hook only on the right side, and the driver doesn't have the handle for some reason. They've saved some money there. Okay, yeah, that's that. Now, you have this handle, but this is just, to easier take out the seats, because these seats can be also removed. Okay, closing sound. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy. Headspace, well, let me just get that. Okay, so headspace is good for a tall person. Now, view at the front. Let's get to the front. So it's kind of hot day, and without AC, I will suffocate. So actually, wait. Okay, so there is a hook here, my correction, because they didn't mirror this one. So it's here, and then it's there, but it's not like there. You get what I mean? Okay, the lights are warm. You can see when you open the doors, they've decided to turn on. Okay, front. So let me just show you once again. So both doors open very wide, so it's really easy to put a child seat in that back door, because the rear door is slightly longer. Now, same seals, so I'm not going to cover that. So just pay attention to the tire pressure when you're fully loaded. With cargo and passengers, same materials. You have here copper details. Now this material is here, and let me show you what this is. So you have it here as well, and you have it on the seats. I'll come back to the seats. This, what do you think this is? Once again, it's not Alcantara. It's actually recycled bottles. It's plastic. But, even Mercedes-Benz uses this to cover their doors, to cover this, because it's fancy. They use it in the EQ models, the electric versions. But yeah, I'm going to tell you later what's the downside of that. Just to cover this, power windows, you can lock the rear. This is not labeled, but only the driver is fully automatic. The rest are not. Big pockets, you have the speaker there. This is kind of, feels like a metal, but yeah, it's probably like another metal sticker for the doorstep. Now, rubber pedals. This is just a fuse box. Light LED height. Steering column is manually adjusted. I think that's a speaker. Now, manual seats. Push up to slide back and forward. Up, down. Push up to tilt the seat. Now, cloth, and look at this material. Plastic. So when it's super hot, I wish this was perforated, because it's not, and it gets all hot and you get sweaty, and it's really awful. Otherwise, it looks really nice, so you can see that. Now, the other extreme model, this was textile, and it was breedy, and it was much nicer for the summer. That's that. Okay, yeah, so only the driver, whether floor mat is fixed, the others are not, and here you can pop the fuel door. Better closing sound on the front. Now let me switch to wide lens. So there will be point of view driving and night point of view review. So once again, I'm going to go forward, and actually wait, I'm going to turn on the AC, so just to zoom back in. There's a start stop button there because you don't have the physical key. Okay, I'm going to turn on the engine as well. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, Dacia. And now you can hear the petrol is charging the battery. I'll come back to the digital cockpit because In the other one we had the needles, and this one we have the cockpit. You can see that the battery is slightly low, so usually half full, so the petrol will charge the battery, because usually you charge it for the most time when you're deaccelerating and braking. Now I'm just gonna increase the fan speed here. Okay, and I'm just place this to the automatic. There we go. Okay. Some air. It's really hot. Look at the temperature, 30 degrees. It was 35 today. It was like a heat wave. Okay, sorry, so this is noisy, but it's something you'll have to live with. It, to be fair, doesn't turn on too often because the battery is always half full. I've seen it like this, half full, and like maybe 75% full. So it usually, the system keeps the battery like half full for the most part. Okay, Dacia. Now we have leather, but it feels almost like it's plastic. It's not, but it just has really rough texture. It's a 4-spoke. Cruise control, speed limiter, and voice commands. So with this one, you press to choose the menus. There's a menu on the top, and there's a menu on the bottom. You use the arrows to switch. So the tire pressure reads when you're driving. Here you can see the flow or the energy flow, nothing. You can see the consumption, odometer, or excuse me, your trip, and the leaf is green, big when you're driving green, and it gets smaller when you're not. And you can here see the average in real time. Odometer, fuel, so that's fuel and battery. Obviously, you can see here charge and power. There's nothing here you can change besides that. You can see here park, reverse, neutral, drive. There's a B for recuperation that will allow you to recuperate more, and your stopping distance will be shorter. Now this is not padded. There's no foam underneath, so it's just covered by this material. Hard dash, you know that. This is mounted in this video, and the other one this is not mounted, I think. This can extend, you can switch it like that. There's USB A, it's illuminated, and this is the screen. It's, I believe, because of the glare, slightly tilted. It's not 90 degrees, it's like slightly like this, you know, it's just like not straight, but it's like tilted. Like the top is, actually, excuse me, the bottom is like inside a little bit. Yes, I'll come back to the infotainment. We'll cover it quickly. Wiper controls, light controls, keep them on the automatic. So you can see here sources, mode, volume, mute, and there's like this one for the radio stations. Now, lock, hazards, there's an eco button. I've never used this one, no need. And AC, so you can control the fan speed. You can place it automatic, then we'll control automatically the fan speed, temperature, max blow, rear defrost, AC close, air circulation, and then this is the air direction. So this is only pressable, 12-volt outlet, USB A for fast charging, and this button here, if I press it, grip extend, loose surface on. So if you're in a sand, stuck, or mud, you can press this to get more traction. Plasticky, but there's like a little room there. Now this is a 0-speed automatic. There's like a little button you need to press in order to move. Show the cameras. It has the angle, so the camera serves its purpose, but it's really blurry. That's that. Okay, so battery's charged, so just switches off. Okay, moving on. I like the fact that there's no piano black besides here, and you know that looks okay. There's electronic parking brake. It automatically engages and disengages. You can see there's a water bottle here, so there's like 2 sides of cups. Everything is plasticky. You can put your key fob here if your key fob battery is depleted, and mostly you keep your key fob in your pocket so the car locks and unlocks automatically. So that's that. Small compartment. If I put this bottle, yeah, you cannot close that, so maybe smaller things can fit inside, and it does not extend. It's textile, and I don't know, this textile is already getting some stains, so you might want to clean that a bit often. No isofix on the front. Now I really like these details, and I wish this material was perforated. If this was perforated, this wouldn't be an issue in the summer. So there's a lot of room in the glove compartment. You saw that. That's the tool I've mentioned to unscrew the roof racks. And look at this, there's a little hook there, so you can put like something there. Okay, headspace. Plenty of headroom for a tall person. You can see I've backed up a little bit more. I could go slightly forward and there will be more, but then, you know, I'm still fine and there's more room in the back. But the tables are kind of an issue if you're a taller person on the front and rear. Good overview on the back. Manual push to lower down the mirror if you are blinded by the rear. Lights, temperature sensor, emergency call. This is for your Bluetooth calls, documents holder, privacy mirror, so no lights on the top, underneath that. And that's that. Now, sound. Let's turn up the volume. Wait, radio. Okay, I can't play for too long. The speakers are like, okay, you know, they're not the greatest, but they're not terrible. They're just like simply okay, passable. Now, I've covered this infotainment in the other one. Video is getting to 22 minutes, so I'll just like show you the navigation. You always have to press agree, which is kind of annoying. It has a day and night mode, speed limits. There is Apple and Android Auto. Wait, Apple CarPlay, excuse me, and Android Auto. So that's all you need. So this navigation doesn't look greatest, but if you have the Apple CarPlay, for example, it's all you need. Lots of stuff here. Pause and read. I went fast through these, and that's that. Okay, fuel consumption. I'm not gonna drag you to watch my point of view driving, but I would appreciate it if you do. So fuel consumption, my lowest was 4.7. So without really being too gentle, you can get a 5 liter out of this. I think it's going to be mostly at 6 liters, and then if you are driving on the highway 130, it's going to be 6.5, and if you're like driving 150, 160 occasionally, or like 140, 150, let's say, you're going to have a max 7 liters. That was my max. So I was driving mixed terrain, a little bit flat, and then going through hills, downhill, so combo of everything. But on the open road, 4.7 was the lowest. It was also like a mixed terrain, not completely flat area. Yeah, that's that. Do check the other car for more details. If you want to see how this car looks at night, do check the night review of the other one. And let's pop the bonnet and show you. So what's powering this? Once again, it's a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder petrol. You can see the 4-cylinder strike on the plastic cover, and you can see the electric motor, the silver metal piece with the orange. So these are high voltage cables. There are a lot of symbols here not to pressure wash your car. Here on the fuse box as well, not pressure wash your car. So, and do not touch. Now, you won't get electrocuted by touching the silver part, but don't touch the high voltage orange cables. Do not disconnect them, and so on. You should be safe then. Now, washer fluid is black. I wish it was blue. Like, that should be standard for cars, but it's there. You have to use the little leg if you want to keep the bonnet up, and that's it. So we're gonna let it drop. Closes perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, Jogger price is around 22,000, if I'm not mistaken. I was like close to 30. And then at that price point, you're wondering, does this have a chance? It is a hybrid. but it's slightly pricey. But then it's the cheapest 7-seater and a hybrid. So you decide if this is something for you. But nevertheless, it's nice looking in this color combo, and it is a 7-seater. If you need just a beater or working car and you have a lot of kids, at the same time, this might be the car for you. So I'm gonna wrap it here. Thanks for watching, and hope you watch my point of view driving, no talking a day, and night point of view driving review. So I'm gonna summon a little bit how this car feels on the road in a separate video. Okay guys, before the video ends, every like helps a lot. Every comment helps a lot with the algorithm. So if you comment how you like the car, if you have any questions, type them below. And if you subscribe, it's completely free. Click the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. So if you think this was helpful, share, helps a lot. And I'm getting close to 100,000 subscribers. So if you do subscribe, I will appreciate it a lot. If you help me to get closer to that number. So once again, thank you for watching and stay safe. Bye.